Welcome back. We're straight in here with the crypto content. So daily crypto market update, the market overview. The total market cap is 3.13 trillion. So it's gone up from yesterday, and the top move is a move. ONDO, Bitcoin Cash, Link, and Aptos. The altcoin memecoin market continues to heat up as we approach the crypto summit on March the 7th, which is tomorrow. The trenches are getting exciting again, so expect more opportunities coming out of those. Also watch US-based cryptocurrencies, especially if Trump announces a 0% capital gains tax on US-based cryptocurrencies. Regulatory updates. The Senate has overturned a rule requiring crypto platforms to provide the IRS with detailed customer information. Partnerships or integrations. Powerhive and Telcoin partners to build the world's first blockchain-powered mobility financing platform. Major developments. Executives from crypto companies including Coinbase, Chainlink, Exodus, Robinhood, Ripple will attend crypto's first White House Crypto Summit. White House Crypto Summit on March the 7th and FOMC on March the 19th. The market is starting to price in positive announcements for the Crypto Summit March the 7th, such as 0% capital gains tax on US-based cryptocurrencies or even implementing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This makes me believe it'll be a sell the news event, or at the very least a delayed sell the news event depending on what's announced. I'm starting to look for shorts. The higher we get, and we'll be layering in towards a major resistance level starting at 93k, 95k, 98k, especially if the news doesn't live up to the hype. I agree, I think it is a sell the news event. I think the market is pricing it in with movements upwards over the 24 hours on basically all cryptocurrencies. As Bitcoin hit, I think 93k again, I'm sure it hit this morning. So I think it will definitely be a sell the news event. And if we look at the leverage alpha, even though I don't like leverage trading, short in Solana at 149 to 153.6 could actually be um, a very good opportunity. I would like the price to go higher, but I don't see it going higher. That's why I think this is a good opportunity, and taking profits aggressively at 146, 142 and 139. This is an area I'm looking for on Sol to face some resistance. If we sell the news a day early, this is a good entry. If the market keeps pumping, we take a stop and re-enter higher up or switch bias on a breakout. The home run version of this trade involves a trailing stop loss. We can ride to retest the range lows. If the price is not in the range on your exchange, you can wait for a limit order to be filled deeper into the buy box. Okay, so Bitcoin has pumped from yesterday, another green candle. I think it will face resistance at about 94k, maybe even before then, before we head lower. Because like I say, this pink line has not been broken out of, and we will not turn bullish until that occurs. We are still in a downtrend, and we will be bearish until proven otherwise. On Bitcoin and all the altcoins as well, because you'd rather play it safe than sorry. There's no point risking a few percentage for a lot more downside. You'd rather get the confirmation that you want, retest that, and go higher. And if we actually go over to the Twitter today, we have some information and news for yourselves. The US technology stocks are struggling. The S&P 500 information technology sector's dropped 11% since its December high and officially entered a correction. This marks the third drawdown of at least 10% over the last 2 years. Magnificent Seven stocks have held the decline, erasing a whopping minus $2.4 trillion in market cap over the last 3 months. On Monday, the group lost 567.5 billion in market value, with Nvidia accounting for 50% of the loss. Overall, Nvidia shares have fallen minus 24% since the January peak. Is the big tech sell-off overdone? Look at this. Every time we've had a major pullback, we usually go higher, but that's in a bull market. Extreme fear marked the Bitcoin bottom again. This is the best indicator out there. We could still see more fear, man. All tariffs are about to be cancelled. We will be back up to up only. I do not see a deal on the horizon. That guy's wrong about everything. Macro overview March the 5th. Oil new low. Global M2 money supply up. Global central bank balance sheets up. Gold up. Rate cuts are coming. Liquidity is coming. That's what we're all waiting for, man. Global debt rose 7 trillion in 2024 to a record of 318 trillion. Emerging markets account for approximately 65% of this growth, driven by China, India, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. Over the last 2.5 years, global debt has soared to a whopping 30 trillion. The global debt to GDP ratio also increased by 1.5 percentage points to 328%. This marks the first jump in the ratio since 2020 pandemic. Deficit spending is becoming a global issue. It's just going up. It's disgusting. Breaking, Robinhood will list Ethereum Layer 2 token Arbitrum. So I think Arbitrum has absolutely pumped based on that news. It's been in a free fall though. What does Arbitrum actually do? Designed to improve scalability on Ethereum, achieves this by bundling multiple transactions into a single transaction, thereby reducing the load on the Ethereum network. That's actually a pretty good use case. In simple terms, a roll-up chain is a layer 2 solution that aggregates and processes transactions off-chain before submitting a single transaction to the Ethereum mainnet. This means that users can enjoy faster and cheaper transactions while still benefiting from the security and decentralization of the Ethereum network. I actually remember using Arbitrum when I was using Kraken, and you can send Ethereum for very cheap, almost nothing. It's insane. How is it still dropping in price? Arbitrum's native token is the Arbitrum token, or ARB for short. The token is used to pay for transaction fees on the Arbitrum network and also serves as a means of governance for the protocol. Holders of ARB can participate in decision-making processes such as proposing and voting on protocol upgrades for changes. Arbitrum is a roll-up chain that enables faster and cheaper transactions, whilst its native token is used for transaction fees and governance. While the increasing demand for Ethereum-based applications and transactions, roll-up chains like Arbitrum are becoming increasingly important for improving scalability of the network. Especially with Ethereum, in my opinion, going to be pumping, and it is sort of pumping from the lows from 2k, and it is in an uptrend. Eventually we're going to get an explosive move to the upside, which we have seen a few times, but we need the proper alt season. That's what we're really waiting for. And money printer on 1 minute with Bitcoin. What does he mean? What does he mean by money printer? PBO. Oh, he's on about the indicator, I think. Yeah, he's on about his indicator. Damn, the indicator don't lie. Trump to announce 0% capital gains tax on US crypto held over 1 year at Friday's crypto summit. If true, the market will explode. It'll be a sell the news event. What indicator is this though? Indicator. Oh, they get the indicator. That's mad. So it's an indicator that he's made. Crazy. How we predicted the exact top on 17th of December 2024, danger zone exact top 29th of January, biggest liquidation in crypto history, exact bottom 28th of February, our holy grail Mars declination. We found a way to use declination of planets for predicting exact tops and bottoms. There's nobody on Twitter that can do this except for us. Exact top, exact bottom. Bro, they use it with planets. Like, that is crazy. Cycle top done for the bull run. No. That's mad. I don't believe anybody can time the market though. Omikami. Mega. What does it mean by that? Is it something to do with Trump? What does he mean by that? Omikami, bruh. Send it. I love Omikami. It's about time. Omikami and Ryujin will create a meme supercycle leading to massive Ethereum demand. Let's go. Look at them. In sync. That's a beautiful image. It's been confirmed. Coinbase just bought their first holdings of Hoppy. Everyone knows once the news gets out, it'll pump hard. Get some Hoppy before it flies. So they've bought, Coinbase have bought Hoppy. I want to believe this, but I'm sure it's fake, bro. Here's the wallet to the account. Trace it back and you'll see it going back to Coinbase wallet worth $115 billion. Man, don't hype me up. This is exactly what we need, a tier 1 listing to get us going. Let's go, Hoppy. Hoppy's... Nah, I don't believe it, man. Do I genuinely believe this? I don't know, bro. I don't know. They're still posting, though. Very well. They're still posting. Hoppy and Pepe Adventures. Hoppy looks good, you know. It is a garbage meme coin. Like, all of this is garbage. Like, it's a meme coin. It's just designed to make you a little bit of money, but... Look at the price it fell back to, though. That's crazy. Will this cause a great pump? If the market isn't going to pump, though, it doesn't matter if Coinbase are buying. How much of it did they buy? 9.64k. Coinbase hot wallet. I don't know if I believe that. SPX 6900 and Giga aren't meme coins, they're global movements.
A new way of thinking. On one side, SPX 6900, a passionate community with a mission to flip the S&P 500, a collective of believers who see beyond the illusion of fairness in traditional finance, who know retail was never meant to win, and yet they hold. Not just for financial freedom, not just for the chance to win, but because they want to be part of something bigger than themselves. They are more than just investors. They are a movement, a family, a force of good and conviction that refuses to be shaken. And on the other side, Giga Chad, not just a meme, not just a joke, but a philosophy, a rejection of weakness, a dedication to strength, self-improvement, and discipline. A reminder that the world wants you complacent, but you were meant for more. Because this isn't just about making money. It's about proving that a network of people can win together. It's about showing that belief, conviction, and community are stronger than any algorithm, any hedge fund, any short-term thinking. SPX and Giga Chad, two different paths, one shared purpose, to break free from self-imposed limits, to build something that outlasts generations, to prove that conviction turns belief into power, both in the world around us and within ourselves. And when the world finally understands, it will be too late for them to catch up. So the only question is, are you ready?
That was cold, I can't lie. That was cold. That was like Transformers movie. Giga Chad. Yeah, he's up on the day as well. If you look at SPX 6900, it's up as well. But it's correcting. It needs to correct a lot of this move, you know. It has to come down a lot more than what it is. It's too high. Because Giga Chad is retraced. Yet everyone is bearish right now. Holy moly, US crypto strategic reserve has been televised to the people. US dollar's broken down from a head and shoulders topping pattern. This could be a major tailwind for risk on assets. Send it lower, please. Your greatest asset in crypto isn't your coin, it's your composure. Facts, bro. It doesn't matter about what coin you've got. It depends on how long you can wait with and without buying the coin. Sometimes you just got to hold off. Shorts are about to get liquidated. Massive liquidity grab is coming. 100k inbound. Right, let's see what's going on here. 0 days to expiration options account for a record. What is that? Masses chase lightning in balls old sport. When mechanical minds meet 0 day options, fortunes vaporize faster than bathtub gin. SPX option by time of expiry. BTC, the nearest structural support level is located at 86,300. There's even supports lower. You're not prepared for this. Send it higher, bruh. Send it higher.
March 7th, 2025, this Friday, they're going to have Donald Trump's crypto summit. We know confirmation that Michael Saylor has accepted the invitation. Michael Saylor runs Strategy B, which used to be MicroStrategies, which rebranded to a Bitcoin treasury. It is rumored that Brad Garlinghouse also accepted an invite to be there. It is becoming very, very clear. Now, that's a rumor. I have not been able to convert Brad being there. But it would make sense because Trump announced on Sunday the first crypto he talked was XRP in the first line. XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and Bitcoin are now going to be part of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. And it is said that on March 7th, 2025, he is going to announce or unveil the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So get prepared, buckle up, pull yourself into a 30,000 foot overview and prepare for this bumpy ride. Stop having the expectation that this is just going to go straight up. Because of the systematic change, the big money is now getting involved. The whales are going to manipulate these markets left and right to get huge buy-in prices. So instead of resisting it, swim with the whales. When the whales go shooting up, or the price goes shooting up, get off the whale, pull some profits. When the whales sink the market, fish resist it, don't resist it, flow with it. If you know what you hold, don't panic sell. Buy on the way down to decrease your dollar cost average. Keep it simple, keep it long term, keep it fundamental, and don't ask yourself what to invest in. Ask yourself why you're investing. As we always say, Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Love you guys. Huge warning, I will never proactively DM you. Those are
Take out 95k to liquidate LEO trades. Do it. Everything's going higher, man. It's crazy. Everything is going higher as of yesterday. Is stagflation here? The ISM manufacturing PMI fell minus 0.5 points to 50.3 in February, below expectations. Concerning, prices paid spiked 7.2 points to 62.4, the highest since June 2022. Employment index fell 2.7 points. Wow. Highlighting a dismal outlook for the manufacturing sector. Weakening economic activity with rising prices, the worst case scenario for the Fed. Yeah, that's mad. And for us. Coinbase looking to release tokenized coin. Massive. Trump is granting 1 month tariff exemption to the big three. Wow. So you might actually hold off on the tariffs, which is good. Retail capitulating, large investors keep buying more. The Bitcoin cycle is different. Of course it is. Institutions are at the heart of it. And they want to take all your Bitcoin and ETH. And they will find a way to do so. Confirmed list of people attending the White House summit. Donald Trump. People from Coinbase, Binance, Vitalik. Holy moly, that's mental. You know that was planned beforehand. China building a massive strategic stockpile. China will counter if US announces Bitcoin reserve. They're all scrapping for Bitcoin. I don't know if this is real or fake. US stocks extended gains on auto tariff delays. Now over plus 100 points in 2 hours. The S&P 500. US consumers are pulling back on spending. Planning vacations within 6 months have dropped approximately 5%, the lowest since 2020 pandemic. This marks one of the largest monthly declines since the Conference Board consumer survey began. Trump and every US state are about to buy trillions of Bitcoin and make the IRS pay you tax for holding it. Are you bearish? Your father failed you. What do you mean? So he's buying trillions of Bitcoin, make the IRS pay you tax? That can't be true. It's still minting USDC, Bitcoin hit 90k, parabolic Bitcoin run inbound.
The Treasury, Scott.
Former Morgan Stanley banker Michael Grimes expected to lead new US sovereign wealth fund to be financed by tariffs imposed on foreign countries.
Pheasant and your Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, to begin a process that will hopefully result in the creation of an American sovereign wealth fund.
It's a very exciting event. We're going to have a sovereign wealth fund, which we've never had. We have a lot of things that create wealth, and you're seeing that over the last 2 weeks. I think we've created more wealth. Other people have created de-wealth, the people, my predecessors. We're creating a lot of wealth. Scott, maybe you'd like to say something about it, and I'd ask also Howard to say something about it.
Yes, sir. This is very exciting. We're going to stand this thing up within the next 12 months. We're going to monetize the asset side of the U.S. balance sheet for the American people. We're going to put the assets to work, and I think it's going to be very exciting. We're going to study best practices as done around the world. It'll be a combination of liquid assets, assets that we have in this country as we work to bring them out for the American people.
The extraordinary size and scale of the U.S. government and the business it does with companies should create value for American citizens. If we are going to buy 2 billion COVID vaccines, maybe we should have some warrants and some equity in these companies and have that grow for the help of the American people. So I bring all these things together, I think Scott and I will create an amazing sovereign wealth fund for you, sir.
So other countries have sovereign wealth funds, and they're much smaller countries, and they're not the United States. We have tremendous potential in this country, tremendous. You're seeing that, what's happened just in a short period of time. And as an example, TikTok, we're going to be doing something perhaps with TikTok, and perhaps not. If we make the right deal, we'll do it, otherwise we won't. But I have the right to do that, and we might put that in the sovereign wealth fund, whatever we make, or if we do a partnership with very wealthy people, a lot of options, but we could put that as an example in the fund, and we have a lot of other things that we could put in the fund, and I think in a short period of time we'd have one of the biggest funds, and some of them are pretty large, I must tell you. Some of like the Saudi Arabia fund is on the large side, but eventually we'll catch it. But we're going to create a lot of wealth for the fund, and I think it's about time that this country had a sovereign wealth fund, and
what?
These two gentlemen and some others are going to work with them very closely, and they'll be heading it up, and they're going to do a great job. Two highly respected people that have done unbelievably well in the world, in the real world. So that's a big deal, huh?
Yes, sir. I think it's going to create value and be a great strategy.
That's mad. Coming this Friday, US crypto reserve announcement. Holy bruh. It's looking good for crypto, I'm not gonna lie, and the DXY is going down as well. The only thing is altcoins aren't moving yet.
Has flown into 99% of the energy and the capital has flown into that one. But I want to be clear that the U.S. has the opportunity to be the leader in digital assets if they have a progressive framework that supports currencies, securities, and tokens as well.
He's got orange tie on for Bitcoin. This brother don't stop. Holy moly, we're about to fly, man. Solana longs piling in on Bitcoin, on Bitfinex. That means we're probably going to go down before we go higher. And what else are we seeing here today? Bull run EXE. US consumers believe inflation will rise 6% over the next 12 months. Yeah, apparently inflation is going to go higher, which means everything's going to be more expensive, which isn't going to be good at all. Update, we're hanging around in my raised cash zone, so I'm going to sell some slow and steady. Everyone is waiting for Friday, so price should creep higher for the next 48 hours. Overall market feels extremely weak and news events have Yep. I agree, I think we're going lower. I think we are going lower. As soon as that news event drops, it's going to be underwhelming and we're going to go a lot lower. DXY is more than minus 3% over the past 3 trading days. Everyone who's buying, even the guys who are in the game for a long time, are losing money in this market, man. Everyone seems to be losing money. The only way to trade this market currently is day trading. Despite the memecoin meltdown, Solana DEX volumes are still holding their own, roughly matching the entire ETH ecosystem, more in the monthly. Wow, bruh. Trump invites CZ Binance. Holy. World Liberty Financial Portfolio. The majority is ETH. What does Trump know? What is oversold today? Hype and SHIB on the MACD. Severe negative momentum, potentially oversold, but no reversal signs yet. So it's still a risk to invest into them.
Ну и потом посмотрите по этому.
Belarus want to start crypto mining. Global FOMO is here. That's mad, bro. Ethereum pumping. Omikami's gonna go to billions and billions. BlackRock are buying. People are still buying, man. I don't think we're near to the top yet. No way in hell. Pengu's severely oversold. Seeing no signs of reversal. Also Virtual. Remember Virtual from a few months ago? It's $5. Seems to have died. Seems to have died completely. Flipping heck, it's retraced the whole move. That's why you don't buy high. Buy high, sell low. Never do that. Never buy something when it's pumped like that. That's why I'm not buying SUI. Bitcoin statistics. The best months for Bitcoin are still ahead of us. Altcoins, look at altcoins. They've been smashed. Back at 20. I think now we know why we shouldn't be buying up here. People have made the mistakes and we've learnt the hard way. The liquidations, it looked like we're going to go up from here on the 3-monthly. We could definitely see further pullbacks. And there is more longs than shorts. Yeah, we're probably going lower, man. It's a sell the news event. It's peak. I also want to check one last thing on Telegram web before I dip. Because where's Mega Whale? Mega Whale. And he gives us a whole paragraph as to why he doesn't trade news events, particularly relevant moving into economic news. The media works with big money to shift your decision and influence your thoughts. First, we need to define the difference between news and high impact news events. News is any information, past or present or future, that informs them about a specific event. These events generally have an emotional component, something that is perceived as good or perceived as bad, but for the most part have little effect on the market risk beyond public perception. Public perception formulates part of what constitutes total market perceived systematic risk. However, it's a small part. High impact news events, however, is the broadcasting of change, non-change in relation to the economic standing, monetary policy or other political changes. These events can directly shift the perceived and actually systemic thematic risk in the market and drive true sustained higher time frame price movements. For the sake of today's explanation, we are only focusing on the first news. First, we need to understand what the purpose of the market is and 3 ways to make profit in the market. The market is simply a method of evaluation and wealth transfer, the latter being emphasized. If we derive purpose from the method, the purpose in essence is to acquire, build and gain economic wealth. Facts. This is done so in a market where other entities financial facilitate the transaction of this wealth. Profits, economic gain can be derived from 2 places. New money coming into the market driving the value of assets up. Selling current assets to buyers, liquidating positions to cash. Big money, funds, firms, banks and governments all have ethical duty to their companies to turn as much profit as possible. The profit they make comes from either your losses or from encouraging new investors to either 1. Suddenly enter the market or 2. Consistently enter the market over a period of time. Super attenuation is a prime example of this as it provides constant liquidity to the market. There are 3 ways to profit from trading: line, manipulate, cheat and control, learn and test. Line and manipulating was 99% of CT do. Influences, shill, coins, e-girls and celebrities selling NFTs and other degenerate ventures out there. Cheating and controlling is what big money does. They can control the perceived demand for assets as well as to some extent control the actual systemic risk in the market through economic and monetary policy. They can also use a variety of tools to accomplish and give them an edge over their competition, mainly the use of mainstream media to influence your decision. And finally, learning and testing. These are the traders out there who have developed strategies through years of chart time, practice and sacrifice to create a small edge in the market which can be compounded for returns over a period of time. Now, what we have defined what we're talking about, explained the means to an end and provided a motive for abuse of the media, we can begin to understand how it works in real time. Big money will play off media channels, journals, review papers and even political figures to promote narratives, release news that they've prepared for and will benefit from. These news events, as detailed above, often have little to no impact on the actual market risk, but rather play on people's emotions and thus buyers and sellers' decisions falling into their traps. That is madness. That is absolute madness. I feel like I learn something every day. It's actually crazy. We are in a disgusting market environment. Get used to it.